Hey guys, it's Heather, and today is Friday, and it's day 5 of my water fast. And so today I'm going to answer some questions that I've been getting in the comments and then let you know how it's been going for me. And today being the last full day of my water fast, I am planning on breaking my water fast tomorrow with a nice glass of green juice. So I'll show you how I make that green juice tomorrow. But I want to answer your questions today. So the question I've been getting the most is, have I been working during this week? And the answer is yes, I have. I've gone to my job all 5 days that I've been water fasting, and it really hasn't been a problem for me. I know that at True North, which is a fasting center, it's a medical center in California in the United States, in Santa Rosa, they do encourage people not to work, to rest as much as possible when they're water fasting. And that makes perfect sense to me that you would, you want to promote healing as much as possible. But because I'm doing a shorter fast, it's only for 5 days, and I don't have a strenuous job. I'm a teacher, so I'm on my feet teaching for half the day, and then I'm doing like desk work for the other half of the day. But I'm not like digging manholes or, using a jackhammer or plowing a field or doing anything that would be really stressful or, strenuous. Um, I haven't had any trouble working while I'm fasting. And actually, I welcome the distraction because otherwise, I think I would be at home thinking about that I would like to have some food, which is pretty normal, I would say. So hasn't been a problem for me. And we were doing fasting with friends, and everybody was working, yeah, everybody was still working throughout the whole 5 days. And I don't know that anybody reported any kind of problems with doing that. So somebody said, why would you want to not drink water for 5 days? No, 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 no. No, I'm fasting from food. I'm only having water for 5 days. So I just wanted to clear that up. I understand water fast sounds like I'm fasting from water, but it's the opposite. I'm only having water. I'm fasting from food. Another question that I got was, I'm thinking about it for a second. Oh, someone asked me, I had talked about that there's a kind of intermittent fasting that's called 5-2, where you eat healthfully for 5 days and then you fast for 2 days, fast from food. Or some people do a modified version where they don't fast, but they eat just one meal of less than 500 calories and they eat it in less than an hour. So they're fasting for 23 of the 24 hours for 2 days a week. So someone had asked me, well, could you do the reverse? Could you fast for 5 days in a row and only eat on the weekends or whatever? And I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that fasting should be done on a continual basis. As healthful as I think it is, it has a lot of health benefits. It has benefits for your brain. It helps you to burn off fat. It causes you to have something called autophagy, which is your body literally eating, using your broken tissues and stuff like that, cleaning house and using that for fuel. So all of those things are great. But you know what else is great? Eating nutritious food, eating fruits and vegetables, a lot of greens, a lot of beans, a small amount of nuts and seeds and healthy fats. All of those things are great too. You need nutrition. Your body is meant to not run on air or water. It's meant to run on healthy food. And so even though it's good to give your digestive system a break once in a while and to give it a chance to clean house, that's not meant to be a permanent condition. When you have it as a permanent condition, that would be starvation, and that would not be good for your body. And you could have some bad effects from that. You could have a lot of bad effects from that. You could have difficulty controlling the electrolytes in your body, which are the essential salts that help you. Remember, you're 70% water, and that water has a very delicate balance, and you need to have the minerals and the vitamins and the phytochemicals and all the good stuff in food. Your electrolytes could get off. You could have severe problems with that, including problems with your heart. You could have problems with your brain because your brain runs on glucose. Why would you want to do that? So the idea is to do something healthful for your body. I wouldn't want to do anything that would harm my body in the long term. So even doctors who fast people for, like up to 40 days, which you should never undergo a long fast unless you're under doctor's supervision. 5 days is a safe amount, according to Dr. Clapper. And I just want to pause and say that all of this is my opinion, and I'm not a doctor. I'm just someone who's using water fasting to improve my own health. But I trust doctors like Dr. Clapper, who have been helping people to fast for many, many years, and Dr. Goldhammer, and all the other really good doctors at True North. I know Dr. Furman is a believer in some water fasting. Some people follow Dr. Jason Fung. He's not really my cup of tea. He's big on keto. But he does give people a lot of advice about water fasting. So he's been a resource. But anyway, all of them say that, the only safe way to fast for a long term would be under a doctor's supervision, and nobody would want you to fast for most of the year. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Because food is good. Food is full of vitamins and minerals and nutrients and components that build up your cells, all kinds of things that we need. So I'm not anti-food. I'm just taking a little break from it. In fact, I'm quite excited to be eating tomorrow. To be drinking. I'm going to be having green juice tomorrow. And I think that was all the questions that I got. So I am in the stage of a fast that feels really good. The first couple of days are kind of miserable. The first day, you're definitely hungry and a little bit cranky. And also you're thinking, why am I doing this? And how in the world will I last 5 days? At least that's how I was. Day 2 is almost worse than day 1 as far as you're more hungry. Your glycogen stores are gone, but you haven't quite started ketosis yet. You haven't started burning fat for fuel. Once you start ketosis, once you start burning fat, your own body fat for fuel, it releases something called ketone bodies. And one of the things that the ketone bodies do is suppress your hunger. And so starting day 3, I started to feel better. And here I am on day 4, and I feel not really hungry. Don't get me wrong, I could eat. It would be no problem for me to eat something right now, and it would taste good. But I am not feeling desperate to eat. It's kind of nice to not have to worry about food. I don't have to prepare any food this morning. It's a real time saver. It saved me some money. I haven't had to pay for food this week. I haven't had to worry about not eating too much, which is my struggle. I'm an overeater. so all of those things have been kind of nice. And so I'm in that kind of stage where I can be grateful for the break. And then I feel awesome as far as no inflammation anywhere in my body. I feel awesome. I've been getting good rest at night because my body has been able to like just rest and heal and not have to digest any food. Um, what else? Oh, edema. You guys know I struggle with edema. My skin is stretched out from being so heavy, and so it retains water really easily. Like it's almost like having a bucket outside, so that every time when it rains, it's gonna go into the bucket, and I have trouble keeping my buckets empty. Keeping my skin that's stretched out from collecting all that fluid. And so one of the nice things about water fasting is it helps restore my fluid balance and gets rid of all of that. And without the edema and without the inflammation, I feel good. I feel really good. I almost feel like I'd like to continue, but I'm gonna do what is the best for my body and listen to the doctors who know so much more about this than me. And I'm just gonna do a maximum 5 days on my own, and that's what I encourage you to do. But I'm not a doctor. Do what you want to do. If you are gonna do it, I really encourage you to do a lot of research and to do it safely and carefully. And don't do it just because it's trendy, or do it because you really want to do it, or you feel like it'd be beneficial for your health. um let's see, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you today. I'm feeling good, I'm happy, I'm glad it's almost over. It's challenging, it's really challenging. It does make you feel really proud of yourself, and it makes you feel like, wow, I have some self-discipline. Like, if I have enough self-discipline to go without food for 5 days, or I've done 4 days. I don't want to claim my fifth day before I've earned it, right? But if I have enough food to go this long without, if I have enough self-discipline to go this long without food, then I have enough self-discipline to make myself go to the gym every morning before work. I have enough self-discipline to stop eating when I'm comfortably full and I've had a reasonable amount of food, a good amount of food for my body, and not overload my body with food. It's a good confidence builder that I can do hard things, and I do have good self-control, and so I can apply that in other places that I might need more focus or more control, where I have given myself permission to be out of control, because we really do. It's a conscious choice, or it might be an unconscious choice, but either way, I know that I can make another choice and that I have the resources to do that. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to show you tomorrow. If you want to watch the video, I'm going to videotape making my green juice and breaking my fast tomorrow. And so I'll see you then if you're around, and I hope you have a wonderful Friday. Happy Friday. We made it. Take care. Bye-bye.